In the 1944 film Gaslight, the concept of gaslighting is portrayed through the story of a woman manipulated into doubting her own sanity. The character, played by Ingrid Bergman, experiences this psychological manipulation at the hands of her husband, portrayed by Charles Boyer. He strategically dims the gaslights in their home and then denies the changes his wife observes, which seeds doubt in her mind about her perceptions and her memories. Folks, I don't even know where to begin here. This is just wild. Kensington Palace and the British press are giving the world a masterclass in gaslighting. Now, I said before that the closer we get to the truth, William's behavior will become increasingly erratic. And today, we have video. Yes, that's right. The long-awaited proof of life, with Kate announcing to the world that she has been diagnosed with cancer? What? Okay, where the fuck do I begin? Before I do a deep dive here. Oh, and by the way, yesterday I had a whole video prepared that I was set to post today about the grungy farm shop Kate video with a girl walking next to William who looks to be about 19 years old. Anyway, that's neither here nor there now, because today KP released this major announcement that's made shockwaves around the world that Kate has been diagnosed with cancer. And right away, the British press lapdogs, whose complicity belies their guilt, began gloating about poor Kate and condemning all you mean old conspiracy theorists out there who bullied Kate into revealing her diagnosis, and how we should all be ashamed of ourselves. Okay, let me just state this unequivocally. I do not believe anything that comes out of Kensington Palace. Let me repeat that in case I did not make myself clear. I do not believe a goddamn thing coming out of Kensington Palace. But what do you mean you don't believe? Are you saying Kate is lying about cancer? Who would lie about cancer? I am saying that William, Prince of Wales, has lied to us repeatedly and continues to lie, and that this latest yarn about Kate having cancer is also a lie. I will go further to say that I really don't give a damn about you pearl clutchers out there who scoff at the idea that William would lie. And yes, William would lie, and I shall get into that in a minute, because of William's pattern of lying and the extent to which he has gone in order to obfuscate and thwart the public only means that he is covering up for something heinous. And I have strong reasons to doubt the veracity of this latest video. So let's get into it. Now, I'm sure you know by now, some of you have heard about AI Deepfake technology and the dangers this technology poses to the world by manipulating the truth in order to spread misinformation, disinformation. And there have already been numerous applications in art and politics where an individual can be digitally cloned by the use of artificial intelligence, right down to their voice and mannerisms, in order to mislead an audience into believing that what they are seeing is real when it is not. And we have many, many examples already to date of deepfake applications. Here we have one of Jerry Seinfeld replacing the character of John Travolta in the film Pulp Fiction. Here we have one of Tom Cruise. Then here's an earlier example with Morgan Freeman. Then there's this one with Brad Pitt as Elon Musk. And we even have a deep fake of the late Queen Elizabeth II.
If there is a theme to my message today, it is trust. Trust in what is genuine and what is not.
And there are even more nefarious applications of deepfake, where AI has been used to replicate the source image of a person for the use of pornography. So I guess if there's one good thing to come out of this news, it's that thanks to KP, more people will now become aware of deepfake AI, especially leading up to major elections. It's important for people to know that what they are seeing isn't always real. So I'm going to explore some interesting things I have discovered today that make me believe that what we are witnessing is, in fact, an AI deepfake video. Here's a checklist, ironically, an AI-generated checklist that tells you what to look out for when detecting a deepfake. Now let's see, there's blurred edges, excessive blinking. Okay, first let's start with the background again. Remember William's Photoshop disaster last week? The background was one of the first giveaways that the photo was fake. Okay, so look at this background. What do you notice? Why is nothing moving in the background? The trees don't move, the flowers don't move, the leaves don't move, the grass doesn't move, just static. The more you look at it, the more it looks to be a green screen video. Next, let's take a look at Kate version 5 now? So just to do a quick recap, so far we've had, we've had Bloaty Kate, we've had Photoshop Kate, then there was Car Kate, then earlier this week we had Grungy Farm Shop Kate, and now we have Kate 5.0, Deepfake Kate. I want you to look at this close-up video of her neck while she speaks. And look at how her neck appears to shift into pixels as though the AI filter is continuously trying to render the image. And take a look at her wearing this sweater. Now, if you go on Kensington Palace's IG page, you will find, back in November of last year, Kate not only wearing this exact same sweater, but her hair being done in exactly the same way. So this November video could have been used as a source image for the AI filter. And also take a look at the eyes. There seems to be that excessive blinking. And also, if you notice, there's very little movement from her as she speaks in terms of her turning her head. It's just this single position of her from the front with not too many variations in angles or movement. Also, why isn't her husband there beside her? Why isn't William there? I don't know. Can you produce an AI deepfake with a real person sitting next to the subject being cloned by the filter? I'm not all too sure. But I'm sure in the coming days, the sleuths will point out other telltale signs of AI. And finally, when you run the video through an AI detector, well, will you look at that? The results give a 96% chance of this being an AI deepfake. Okay, let's just stop and breathe for a moment here. Think about this. What are the chances that William would do something like this? Folks, if this turns out to be an AI generated video, and all the signs point to that being the case, think about the enormity of this situation. That William, Prince of Wales, next in line to the British throne, would create first a fake Photoshop photo. Remember, he took credit for the picture and then blamed it on Kate after everybody figured out it was fake. Then he set up another staged pap video of presumably him walking through the Windsor farm shop with a girl that looks to be about 19 years old and looks nothing like Kate. And I almost forgot this little doozy they threw in. But now this is gaslighting off the charts. I mean, I kind of suspected he may do something like this. But to be honest, I kind of thought, nah, this is just too far-fetched. But is it really? And I just have to say that whoever did this did a really good job. I mean, a professional deepfake can run you around $20,000 per minute. That's right, $20,000 per minute to produce. But hey, it's not like Prince William doesn't have the means to fund something like this, right? I mean, his inheritance from the Duchy of Cornwall only brings him in a whopping £20 million per year. So it's not like he can't afford to foot the bill on something as extravagant as this. Especially if he thinks it will gain him sympathy and repair his flagging reputation. And of course, it gives him a chance to chastise all the thinkers out there, myself included, who would dare to question the Prince of Wales into ever having doubts in the first place that anything nefarious could have befallen Kate. And so the question is this: is this really Kate and not AI? And not an AI deepfake rendering of Kate? And does she really have cancer? I think I have made clear my opinion on these two questions. But why cancer? Why would he lie about something so awful? I'll tell you why. Because he is awful. This is the kind of person he is. Narcissistic, plutocratic, self-indulgent, entitled, that he would be willing to lie about something so epic should give us all pause. What kind of person is this? This is a dangerous man who is set to become the next monarch. And maybe that's what this is all about for him. Whatever happened to Kate, even if he had nothing to do with it, although this is not the behavior of someone who's innocent, but whatever happened to Kate must be so damaging that it must be buried away and kept hidden from the public at all costs. Folks, if he would do this, what else is William capable of? One can only surmise that all this theater has to do with his being intent on winning this chess game for the British crown. So I know this is a lot to process, but let me know what you think in the comments. And if you like this content, please be sure to subscribe, and I will continue to stay on top of this story.